we'll make the time scale as short as possible. There are strategy things we've got to do, but we acknowledge that we need to make a time scale as soon as short as possible, especially when the summer season's coming and there's going to be more and more footfall across that crossing. And I think that's what we've got to try and achieve. And the objective this morning is to pick up your views, to hear, you know, we've heard from John and we've heard from Clive, numerous things, all constructive, but we've heard from yourselves this morning now, you know. We've heard it from the horse's mouth, so this gentleman, I helped him with his coffee, because I could see he's got a problem. I recognise what his problem is on the gate now. We've got to take all this together.
Yeah, but you worry about the summer season more than you worry about the winter.
No, I'm not worrying about, I'm worrying about everybody.
These people are stuck there.
No, summer season's coming on, there'll be more footfall across there. It'll probably be easier for you then because more people to open the gates. But that shouldn't be what we're doing. We should have it so you can use it, and use it quite easily.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to wait for somebody to open the gate.
It's the immediate, I think we're looking at, I don't think anybody would have a problem with a longer term process that looks at the safest possible, and I heard the Silver Stream mentioned in that list, which is the safest system that I've seen, certainly, and needs assessing on that basis. But what is your immediate, you know, what are you going to do now? Are people stuck outside the gates probably this afternoon in the freezing cold? What are you going to do now? Are you going to man the gates? There are no trains most of the time. Why are they suffering like that?
When no trains come in?
Yeah, why, you know, it feels a lot worse for people now that there's no excuse about danger. There is no danger, there are no trains. So why are they being disabled? It's not that they have a problem. We have all different conditions. We are disabled by the gate.
Now, try this. I've listened to everything that's been said, and you've all seen me at the gates, and you know that I understand most of your problems. My wife and I both live quite close to the gates here. We've got a lot of volunteers at the station, but my wife and I had a bit of a chat along the lines of a bit of a crisis, serious crisis. If we were to instigate a phone number and have people available to help you at the gates, so you arrive at the gates, if you can't get through, you phone one of us and we will come running. So
how long will that take? You're a very good runner.
If you really want to know, less than a minute, because I've told you I live very close and I'll come by car.
Oh, that's right.
Don't run me down all the time.
I won't, but is this 24 hours a day, David? I'm just
trying
for 3 hours.
I'm trying to help. Now, maybe it's not 24 hours a day, but I've said I don't live very far away, and I would be prepared to come, and there will be others who will help as well. So give us a bit of credit, all right?
It's a kind offer. I think let's hear what people say about it in due course.
Now,
I had doctor's surgery. I was late.
Yep.
Because the gate was closed and there was nobody about.
Yep.
So I was late and I was there waiting for, and fortunately somebody came along and they opened the gate and the same coming back up. Somebody was on the scooter. Do you think we could manage it between? So the two of us then were thinking that we were going to try and open that gate. I was late for my appointment.
Well, that's just the sort of case that I would like to help you with. Just the sort of case.
I could phone you.
Yep.
Even if you were there, you wouldn't have been able to come to me, so that I could be at the appointment on time. You can't come just like that. Whereas if there was something there that you press or automatically open, it wouldn't be any problem at all.
Right. Well, what I had in mind was something. I don't know how many of you carry mobile phones, but you would need to have a mobile phone.
Maybe you would supply them as reasonable adjustment.
And we would have a team of
a man in a box sat there all the time.
One of us would be on duty all of the time.
David, can I make a suggestion that would save you an awful lot of time and anxiety and having to be on call 24 hours a day? Why don't you, if there's only so few trains, come down when the train is due and hold the gate shut? Then you've only got to come out at predictive times. The rest of the time you can go shopping, you've got Christmas Day, in peace, all of that. Instead of being on demand with all these phone numbers, people ring you at 11 o'clock at night, so I need to get down to the pub and stuck outside the gate. Such a kind offer, but would that not be a better use of your offer?
I don't think you've listened to what you were told this morning by the HMRI people. They want the gate closed because they want to protect all of the people in WATCHET.
May I ask the ORI inspector?
So that's not an option.
Does anyone not want me to speak?
No, I think what we'd like you to do...
May I ask the ORR inspector to respond to that?
May I just...
Is it a possibility that the gate could be manned for this period when there are virtually no trains?
Yeah.
So in fact, this offer, I mean, the logic of it suggests to me that if this kind offer is there, and others apparently all volunteering to do this, which is fantastic, I genuinely mean that, what about translating, well, excuse my manner, moving on, with that fantastic offer, how about just at the times when the train comes, how many times is that this week? Anybody tell me? How many trains are there this week? 5, 3, none? Not a big job. Whereas the way you're putting it, can you see the difference between you putting yourself on some sort of rota, being available 12 hours, 15 hours, 18 hours a day, and not really satisfying the needs of the people you're offering to help, because they'll be waiting in the cold trying to get the phone number, their gloves off, freezing fingers. Can you see how that could be converted to a really helpful offer?
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah, I'm going to keep quite friendly.
I think if you just let people finish their sentences, they'll be really...
Okay, well I'll let you finish yours. Go ahead.
There are a number of suggestions that we can set that up very quickly and very easily to get the long-term solution. If the best long-term solution, we'll stick with the idea of the button of some sort. That is going to take. That is going to be some long distance away, because we've got to find an approved design. We've got to get it approved. We've got to get it. We've got to go through the statutory consultation, and we've then got to find a contractor, and it's got to be installed.
My mum will probably be dead by then.
Yeah, that's my worry. So that's going to take some time. What we were looking to do, what I was hoping we could find, are ideas such as this one that David's offered, where we can give you some help immediately. Now that we will set to, we'll put that in hand. That was one, I think that's one very helpful idea. Are there others?
Can I just make a comment? I really welcome Dave's suggestion. So let's, people are trying to find solutions. So that's clearly one option. I think the question that Clive raised is a legitimate one, and I think we heard there might be possibilities. The gate has to be closed when the trains are here, but not at other times as well. If there's no train.
We may be able to come to an arrangement.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
And what we're saying, if that's a possibility, and if the railway and the community were working together to find a long-term solution, is there a short-term amelioration where through manning the gates or something, closing them when the train's coming, and we put that in place, is that something the community can help with, not just the railway volunteers? And it's the same issue, without getting into the whole vandalism issue. I'm sure the community, and I would love a solution up there that becomes Jim Kelly Memorial Gate, whatever it is, or no gate, or whatever. I'm sure the community will work very hard to try and make this WATCHET solution, and will work very hard to help discourage vandalism and anything else. But we need a constructive way to do something in the midterm whilst we're building this long term.